let's touch base with our reporters now who are tracking a number of developing stories for you around the country. And we begin with one of the day's top stories, certainly the assault case of the EFF's Julius Malema and Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, continuing for a second day today. The pair appeared at the Randburg Magistrate's Court just yesterday for the first day of their trial. They're accused of assaulting a police officer at the funeral of struggle stalwart Winnie Madikizela-Mandela back in 2018 after being refused entry to the graveyard. Our reporter Linda Mnisi is tracking that story yet again. Linda, and this follows on from just yesterday when you were telling us about what was unfolding not only inside the court but also outside in the court precinct. What can we expect today?
Well, Michelle, a lot of activity outside the court right now as some of the leaders from the economic freedom fighters have arrived. We've also been able to spot the legal team that is representing Julius Malema as well as Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. In fact, I just want to show you, those are live visuals of course, the legal team walking into court. Any moment from now, Julius Malema himself will be walking into court. I want to take you to show you, some of the people that have arrived right now, that inclusive, of course, of the co-accused in the matter, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Also here, we're also able to spot Vuyani Pambo, who is also the Economic Freedom Fighters spokesperson, national spokesperson, that is. I've also been able to spot, Michelle, the General Secretary of the SG, rather, of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Marshal Dlamini. Also present here, we're seeing the chairperson in Gauteng, Itani Mokwebo, who are also here, who've been out making sure that the scores of supporters will be arriving. So expectations, of course, is that this place from now on, in any moment from now, in fact, will be filled to capacity. We saw yesterday the supporters arriving just shortly after Julius Malema's arrival. So at this particular point, they're waiting for him to arrive, and he will be making his way inside court.
And inside the courtroom, Linda, what are we expecting in terms of testimony? Just a little earlier, you were describing to us the toing and froing around whether the officer involved in this case was indeed shoved, as he alleges.
Yeah, indeed, Michelle. I mean, at this particular point, because we've already seen some of the cross-examination that happened yesterday by the defense of the accused, we'll delve deeper perhaps today. We're expecting, the defense to delve deeper into some of the details and what exactly they have to say in relation to that matter. We've already heard the defense poking into the evidence, speaking about some of the contradictions that were made by Mr. Johannes Venter. As you can see there, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi waving at the cameras, perhaps in good and high spirit. Mr. Ndlozi, how are you feeling this morning?
Very good, thank you.
Are you excited? Are you confident that the case is going, in the right direction?
I'm very serene. Yes, I'm tranquil.
Tranquil.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there you have it, Michelle. That's Mbuyiseni Ndlozi there, the co-accused in the matter, saying he's tranquil, perhaps indicating his mood this morning ahead of those proceedings. Of course, not letting out much, as they've already said that they will not be speaking about the matter until they speak inside court. They have not even addressed, the supporters that gather outside of this court. Will be talking later on once they've spoken inside court. So, of course, we're not expecting much from them at this point.
Yeah, but great to hear from him nonetheless. Thanks very much for that, Linda Mnisi, giving us a good look around that court precinct there of the situation ahead of the second day of the trial, the assault case against Julius Malema and Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, who you saw on camera there just a moment ago.